Now, people who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual or transgender often face social stigma, discrimination and many other challenges. But on top of that, many also battle addiction.
Yes, the crime survey for England and Wales found drug use among gay, lesbian and bisexual men is 3 times higher than that for straight men. And for lesbian and bisexual women, that number is 4 times as high.
Well, in the first of 2 reports this week looking at the support available, Chloe Oliver has been speaking to a man from Kent who battled addiction before truly accepting himself for who he is.
It took over every waking moment of my day was thinking about where my next drink was coming from.
For 3 decades, Darren from Kent struggled to come to terms with his sexuality. A fear of not fitting in led to mental health issues, which led to alcohol and even drug addiction. Now in his 40s, he's out and proud, helping others in similar situations to overcome their addictions.
One time in hospital about 6-7 years ago, I was in a really bad place mentally, and I was on a drip because of my alcohol withdrawals, and the nurse asked me if I had a girlfriend come to visit. I explained no, that I was gay, and she told me to go to the chapel to pray. To hear that from a medical professional, that just in my head confirmed all those intrusive thoughts.
He says it's attitudes like this that discourage people from engaging with the services they need. Support and conversations without judgment transformed Darren's life. And that's what groups like Support You in our region hope to provide.
Sometimes it's about acceptance of yourself, and then you can work on your drug addiction and your alcohol issues after that. Because until you can accept yourself and be able to own your sexuality and gender wholeheartedly, you will always slip back.
Darren's experience is common, which is why more addiction charities like the Forward Trust are offering tailored help for the LGBTQ+ community.
It's a mental health condition that is deeply connected to trauma. And sadly in the LGBTQ community, experience of discrimination, people much more common than you think, about people worrying about coming out to family, to friends, to communities. That trauma's deeply associated with what happens next, potentially using substances or behaviours to deal with that trauma. And sadly people finding themselves in the same situation as Darren.
I would say to that person, that young person at school, myself, and to young kids at school now, it is okay to be who you are. There's no shame or guilt. Nobody can change who you are. Seek support from whoever you can seek support from. Confide in somebody. It's always important to have somebody to confide in. But I would tell my younger self, it will be okay in the end. You've got some tough times coming, but it will be okay in the end.
Good advice in Chloe Oliver's report there. And in tomorrow night's programme, we'll be telling you about a new support helpline for members of the LGBT community and how it's already much in demand.